Kupina kuphi emakhaya amadolobheni asezikumplasta khona sawubona ke bukeli. Welcome to this week's edition of Ilungelo Lakho. It's your right. Luhlelo kwelethela konke letawutsinza nine nemalungelo enu njengebathengi. Mina ke ngisimpiwe Ngqongwane. Bekunene, it's just a few days before South Africa joins the world to mark Workers' Month. But for some workers, there's not much to celebrate under unhealthy working conditions, non-payment and exploitation. Asingene endzabeni yethu namhla. As South Africa approaches Workers' Month, we shine a spotlight on a harsh reality many still face today, working but not getting paid. Across sectors like retail, security, hospitality, domestic work, countless workers say they are being exploited despite labor laws designed to protect them. What then happens when you've done the work but the money actually never comes? Where do you turn to? Khanyisile Visa usilethela ke indzaba yabasebenzi labathwele kamadima bangasakhoni kondla imindeni yabo.
Akusensuku zatywala phambi kokuba abasebenzi beli babe yingxenye yehlabathi ekubhiyozeleni inyanga ehlonipha amalungelo nesidima sabasebenzi. Kodwa kwabanye abanjengoPhumzile Mnyamana noPhilip Mshwadiba akukhonto yokubhiyozela kwaphela. Kaloku kwesisibini ikati ileli eziko. Oku kusemveni kokuba badendwa ngendlela engaqondakaliyo kumveliso wentsimbi ababesebenza kuwo.
Retrenchwa ke without any notice, without nothing. Ngabizwa kungolesithathu nge-off. Kuthiwa ngize emsebenzini, umsebenzi wami uphelile. Mangifika ngaphakathi kwekhampanini ke singinikezwa amaphepha kodwa mangasayini lawo maphepha lawo angeke ngize ngithole iphiya and bafuna i-access card yabo manje.
Bathi bazisa eCCMA izikhalazo zabo nalapho baxelelwa ukuba ukukhutshwa kwabo emsebenzini kwakungekho mthethweni kuba akuzange kulandelwe umthetho.
Sesiqhusha kwamaphepha esiwaqhushe kwayo apha. Okay, your job is redundant immediately in fact angeke ngakuthusi ke lonto uma ufika nawe uvinto ezinjalo suzivela obvious uvukile uwathi uyemsebenzini. Thina siyayimangalela lento ke namaphepha labe siwanikezwa asinikwanga nechance ukuthi okay fundana amaphepha nanga into yokuthini sifike salayelwa njengabantwana phayana ukuthi hey sayina lana nalana nithola into zenu umsebenzi uphelile so yabona ngizonifundela maniqeda ukusayina lana.
Lembambano yade yahanjiselwa nakwinkundla yezemisebenzi nangona lomba wade wafika kwelinqanaba esisibini asikafumani sisombululo esibabuyisela emisebenzini.
Isibaningi yakwale close to 20 something. Sasuka sakhulumisana ukuthi ake siyeni ke siyobuzana lento ukuthi na ikhona i-retrenchment engana notice. Savumelana sonke singabasebenzi mara zange bayilandelela indaba yakhona. Ilandelwe yimi noPhumzile indaba yakhona ukuthi ngoba sibekilanga ukuthi nekusasa masihlangane neCCMA eFernach. Masifike eFernach neCCMA abekho. Yimi noPhumzile sithu. Lo muntu wasitshela ukuthi abana certificate labantu se retrenchment. Abana certificate se retrenchment. Baba fonela baba yenzela i-meeting asange bese. Ngisho iCCMA si attende 4 times. Balo babafonela bababhalela incwadi ukuthi hey izani ke sizohlala phansi ke sibonisane ngendaba yale retrenchment yini.
Siye kwakathathu kuthiwa icase sizoyithumela phambili ebargaining council icase. Okay right, amaphepha wenu sizowasendela laphi eJoburg ebargaining council.
Sithetha nje imeko isenzima kokaMnyamana noMshwadiba akukho kwanto yokubeka etafileni.
Hlokomezeke kakhulu emoyeni ngithola hlokomezeke kakhulu emoyeni. Ngiyabona nala ngihlala khona ukuthi na kunjani bekumele ngabe ngilungisa indlu yasekhaya njengoba ngilana manje angisana income angisana nix ngihleli nje.
Ngizwa kubuhlungu mangithetha ngale company andazi ukuthi ngathi ndifila kanjani. Andikho right mina manithetha ngayo. Andikho right. Uyisinangaphatha andikho right.
Elityala libubungqina bemicelimngeni abanye babasebenzi abasaphila phantsi kwayo. yokuxhatshazwa, ukungarholiswa kwanokungananzwa kwamalungelo abo zezinye iindawo zengqeqesho. Khanyisile Lavisa, yilungelo lakho.
Sibonga kakhulu ngalo mbiko. Manje ukhuluma kabanti-ke ngale ndzaba yethu-ke namhla sesimukele-ke noNtembeko Luzipho lumele-ke inhlangano yetisebendi i-South African Federation of Trade Unions, i-SAFTU. Bese-ke etindlini tethu tekusakata eCape Town sesimukele-ke Advocate Michael Msiza lumele-ke umnyango webasebendi i-Department of Employment and Labour. Very good afternoon to you. Sanibongile ehlelweni, sanibonani.
Mandibulise kuButsimpiwe, ndibulise na ku-advocate kwelinye icala.
Advocate, and a warm welcome to you as well. But ndocela ngawe-ke sinoNtombeko lapha ukuthi ndawucela ukuthi siphawule-ke kule insert lesiceza kuyiva nyalo ikakhulukathi kunabakhuluma ngendaba ye-retrenchment nekuthi-ke some of the jobs batshele ukuthi-ke umsebenzi wabo u-redundant and with not sufficient notice. Ukuthi-ke yini umthetho tisebenzi labawuphulile-ke kulelo hlangothi?
Yes, Butsimpiwe, imbi lento siyibona phayana. Okokuqala, umqeshi unalo ilungelo lokuba ngaba enze i-retrenchment. Xa ebonayo into yoba ngaba iimeko azivumi uba makaqhubekeke, kufuneka edendile abasebenzi. Kodwa ke there is a provision within the law. It is called section 189A if abasebenzi bangaphezu ko-50. If balesa, it's capital A, section 189 of the Labour Relations Act. Kodwa if bangaphansi, unalo ilungelo lokuyenza.
Okay.
Kucacile sendivele ndithe ndiyibona nje clip ndayibona bangaba kucacile abasebenzi basiqhubela lento ngaphandle kwe-union. Ngoba incwadi iye ibhalelwe i-union. Ngokwenena uvela uphelelwe ngumsebenzi. Kuqale kubekho i-intention. Awutsho uba uyaretrencha xa ungumqashi. Uye uthi ndine-intentions. Then after ubeke i-intentions zakho ubeke lento sithi yi-rational. Uba ngaba sithini sisizathu soba ngaba ube uyabadenda abasebenzi. After ibekile rational kukhangelwe into yoba ngaba ayikho indlela yokuncedisana nawe na. That is why abanye bade bangene kwi-business rescue, because i-retrenchment it should be a last resort. Ngoba makungabikho mntu unozade aphelelwe ngumsebenzi. Ndithe xa ndijongile le clip ndakhumbula into yoba bendikhe nda-attenda an activity or an event, a conference yenziwa ngu-Department of Labour. The judge president zezinye izinto azithethileyo ezi wese-Labour Court. Wathi iba buhlungu inhliziyo yabo as judges xa kufuneka iincase bazithrowe out of the court because either they lack one, akukho union enobancedisa because banide resources kule ndawo bakuyo in terms of uyamvutha kaphangeli. Kodwa to file all that application you cannot do it. You need to have money so that you go and scan your document, you go to your paper trail, utsho ukuthi inotice ye-retrenchment ndandiyifumeneni. So now I'm sure udla ngobona ukuthi amagqwetha xa ngene ekhotha engena erhuqa i-suitcase, meaning that there is a huge file. Now uyazibuza utata ongakaya uzayifumana phi those resources. So kubalekile abasebenzi ngoba kanti izango campaign kodwa kubalekile abasebenzi ukuthi bazijoin ii-unions ngoba i-union ayijonganga uba ngaba xa ugxothiwe kuphela. Akhona amanye amalungelo njengangoku ukuthi iphele ingeyo dismissal, iyi-retrenchment, and ke ngoku ifuna ke ngokuba nyhani xa niyilwayo nilwe uba bene-retrenchwe niyi-20 nilwe niyi-20 okanye even if abanye bathi asisenamhla siyayifuna ipackage yethu kodwa nibe yi-sizable number because amalungelo abo kucacile uba ngaba ngokwenene aye anyathelwa. So kufuneka ke ngokuba ithathile ikhona i-recourse because you can take it up to the Constitutional Court.
Before you get to the recourse, you mentioned a sizable number. What's the sizable number? Nangabe maybe tsinege nama colleagues ami sisebenta e garage, filling station, maybe sing 8 in total. Can we join e-union lapho?
Yeah,
what's the threshold for joining a union?
I-union uyayijoyina Butsimpiwe iba ngaba ni-8. Kukho into indawo phayana kwi-Labour Relations Act ekuthiwa i-Organizational Rights Section 12 of the LRA. Ithi ke ngoku umqashi uzawundivumela mna mntu we-union ukuthi ndingene if ndine-majority. I-majority ke siyayazi njena xa kuvotwayo ngo-50+1. So if niba yi-8 kuzawufuneka ke ngoku siyazi into yoba ngaba abayi-5 bajoyinile sinayo 50+1. Azosinikeza ke ngoku the organizational rights onke amalungelo ethu yokuthi siyangena xa kukho izinto esizivileyo uba ngaba azibaphathanga kakuhle abasebenzi siyangena sizoxoxa ke ngoku nomqashi kwezo zinto.
So ke nangabe ke inkampani seyitfolekele le decision yokuthi-ke ayichubeke ne-retrenchment. So what is the sufficient notice lengabanika ama-employees ukuthi bachubeke ne-retrenchment?
I-notice ye-retrenchment, it is 90 days, it is 60 days. After kuqala kubekho that's why ndisho ndithi kufakwa i-notice. Awutsho uba uyaretrenchwa ngumqashi because funeka siyilungise naleyo. Uye uthi une-intentions. So le period ke ngoku sithi ngu-60 days yile sixoxa ngayo sizama ubonisana into yoba ngaba can we really reach to a stage where there will be retrenchment. Kodwa ke in the process as well enye into siye siyijonge into yoba ngaba i-retrenchment ithi last in first out, meaning okugcina okungena nguzaba ngokuqala ukuphuma. Kodwa siye sijonge nezinto ekuthiwa zi-voluntary package because omnye umuntu uye athi hayi mna besendanele kakade ungena kule ndawo, I think indaba ye-retrenchment iyancedisana nam. Then ke ngoku kube kukhona sizawuthi xa ubusithi ufuna uretrencha 26 masijonge aba willingly ukuba bona baretrenchwe sibakhathe simane sisayiza down in number up to sifike if it means bangaba ngokwenene kuyaretrenchwa kufeka kwi-process ye-retrenchment. Kodwa uyakhona ukubonisana nomqashi if awuqinisekanga nayo i-retrenchment siyakwazi ucela uCCMA ngoba vele ke kuyaliwa kwi-boardroom ye-retrenchment. Ufumanise uba umqashi umile uba ndiyaretrencha, i-union imile uba ukwazi uretrencha. Siye sithi ke ngoku because there is a mediator, a process of mediation, CCMA khawuncedisane nathi sibone bangaba mhlambe asinawufumana a neutral person ozawutsho ukuthi ngokwenene kufanele kwenzile okanye hayi uyaphazama apha. Uyakhona ukudlula nakanjalo to a labor court if uyabona uba khona amasolotya or impazamo umqashi angazijonganga kodwa waqhubekeka waretrencha.
All right, hold your thoughts. Let's now engage our guest in Cape Town, Advocate Msiza. Very good afternoon to you. Siyabonga kakhulu ukuhlanganyelana kanye nathi. Ndawucela ukuthi uphawule ke kule insert lesibonile ke and sesikhulumile ke futhi ke ikakhulu kade ngendaba ye retrenchment. Ukuthi ke what has the department observed in terms of illegal retrenchments that we've seen some workers being subjected to?
Ngibingelele msakazi, ngibingelele futhi noSisi Nontobeko lapho mele i-organized labor. Ngisho ukuthi yebo uSisi Nontobeko uyibeke kahle ngokomthetho ukuthi khona umthetho ulandelwe kanjani kuze kube ne-retrenchment noma umqashi abe nento esibiza ukuthi retrenchment. Kodwa masisho ukuthi ungeza ngaphezu kwalo ukuthi lana emnyangweni wethu kumnyango wezabasebenzi sinelokho esibiza ukuthi productivity SA okuyi-entity yethu ebheka ukuthi mhlawumbe umqashi uma ngabe ufuna ukuretrencha ngoba mhlawumbe i-production yakhe ayikho yinhle angathola usizo lana uncedwa ngokwezobuchwepheshe noma nge-knowledge ye-productivity ukuthi anga-improve kanjani i-productivity yakhe. Lolo sizo akalikhokheli ulithola nje for free. And futhi kwesibili sinalo kwesibiza ukuthi i-temporary employee relief scheme ngaphansi komnyango wethu wezabasebenzi ubizwa ukuthi i-unemployment insurance fund. Leyo temporary employee scheme isho ukuthi ngamagama ungeza uzocela usizo ukuthi ngoba manje inkinga enginayo inkinga yezimali and futhi mina ngumqashi olandela umthetho oregisterile ne-Department of Employment and Labour odeclare abasebenzi ukuthi nginabasebenzi abangaki ngendlela yomthetho and futhi okhokhayo le mali engiyideducta kubasebenzi nale nefanele ukuthi ngiyifayo ngoba kufanele ukuthi adeducte 1% basebenzi bese nawe uphonsela 1% wakhe ukhokha laphana eminyangweni wethu ke lapho angasho ukuthi usizo acela ukuthi alithole kuze ligweme le retrenchment lena esikhuluma ngayo. Ngamagama lolo sizo lingamenza ukuthi athole usizo lezimali lokuthi ngaleso sikhathi abasebenzi babe bathola usizo ngapha ngakithi kuze akwazi ukusimama futhi ngendlela ukuthi akwazi ukuqhubeka asebenze. Ngakho-ke iningi indlela zokuthi angagwema ukuthi aretrenche abasebenzi kunokuthi agijimele nokuretrencha abasebenzi kanti nomthetho wokuretrencha usisi kakhulume ngawo-ke ngeke ngikuphinde ukuthi kumele ukuthi alandele umthetho kanjani awumane nje uretrenche ukuthi hambani niye ekhaya ungalandelanga imigomo yonke esinayo kumnyango wezabasebenzi.
All right, Advocate Msiza sishiye lapho ke sitacuba futhi nenkulumo yethu ivakele khefu kanye lokho imbukeli sibambe khona lapho sisishilela ngasetitolo. Please do join us after this break. Leli lungelo lakho. We'll be right back. Sakumula futhi ngibukela incingo lethu sathi uvuliwe manje ukuthi nawe ngabe ingcenye yenkulumo yethu namhla ungashara icingo lapha e-studio khona manje ku-011-714-0671 naku-714-0672. Let me repeat it. They're actually they'll be on your screens right now. 011-714-0672. You can also send us a WhatsApp to 060-844-9857. Ungasitfola futhi na ku-Facebook. Now, Nantobeko, we're just discussing off camera. Let's talk about the scale of violations of the common labor laws in South Africa. Violations. Are we talking of long irregular hours or non-payment of wages or low payment of wages?
But simply, there are violations. Abaqashi baya violate amalungelo. To a point, I normally say, if there are people who can make unions to be redundant, that will comply with either the LRA, BCEA, yonke imithetho of the Labour Relations Act as a South Africa. But because we have to make sure that wonke umuntu is complying according to the law. We comply with the law as trade unions, as zenzeli, nabaqashi they need to do the same. Kodwa ke kuxhaphakile into bangaba ingakumbi kwi-security industry uba abasebenzi bangabhatalwe sekulate ngoba baphila ngethenda. I-argument will be mhlambe kuthiwe gada i-SABC or gada umasipala athi ke ngoku i-client being the SABC or being umasipala ayikandi ibhatali ibangele loo nto uba angakwazi ubhatala abaqeshi kanti i-contract ke ayidibananga i-contract iphakathi kwam nomqashi ayikekho omnye uyi-third party kodwa bayakwazi kumisa ngaloo nto zinto esiye sijongane nazo. Kuphinde kubekho abasebenza kwi-hospitality restaurant apho bona baphila ngee-tips kuphela. Uba ngaba xa uyotya uzawujonga ibhili yakho ufumanise uba ngaba ibhili yakho endaweni yoba ngaba bekumele uba ukutya okutyileyo ku-amount to 430 ngokwe-order yakho ufumanise uzawubhatala 470 ngoba kukho into ayithathileyo. So apha ke kuviolethwa lo mthetho sisandoba nawo we-minimum wage because i-minimum wage iyatsho into yoba ngaba there is an act ye-minimum wage ukuthi xa usebenza per hour yile mali mele uba uyayibhatalwa ubalelwe nge-hour uba ubhatalelwa le mali ngokwesekta ukuyo. Nasezifameni sinazo cases ezinjalo abaqasha bangabhataliyo. So ziyaviolatewa amalungelo abasebenzi ngaloo nto uba ababhatalwa okanye babhatalwa sekulate and siyayazi uba ngabasebenzi abadipenda kwakhona kwakule mali ukuthi baphinde babuyele emsebenzini abanayo enye imali apha bazawuthatha khona. So ngamalungelo anjalo lana funeka simane ke sithi gqolo siwalwela. Ingxaki ke ngokubhuzimphiwe yinto yoba ngaba ezi zinto xa sesingena thina singena sekonakele.
Yeah.
Bekungangcono uba ngaba bekunothi kanti azenzeki at all. Ndiye ndithi ke indlela to make sure into yoba ngaba awungeni sekonakele it must be avoided. Into yoba ngaba u-Department of Labour abe inspectors ezininzi because there is a serious shortage of inspectors. Ezizawuhamba zijonge into yoba ngaba abaqashi baya comply because the union can only enter into a workplace if in a organizational rights. Anawuvela ndingena ndithi ndizokhangela into yoba kwenze okanye ndithi ndivile into yoba awubhatelanga. I need to have organizational rights where I will be granted an access kule section organizational rights.
Now back to the example yema restaurant that you've just mentioned. Ukuthi-ke umthetho uthini ngenza ama-tips?
That's why ndisithi pha kuviolatewa le nto ndithi i-minimum wage. Umthetho uclear wona uba waqasha umntu comply with the minimum wage according to the sector okuyo. Whether ngumuntu osekhaya because nabo abasekhaya funeka ngasibali the helpers nabo baye babe yi-victimization yokuthi baye bangabhatalwa okanye bangabhatalwa in compliance with the minimum wage. Mhlambe ke nabasebenzi okanye abantu bakuthi baye bazithathe ezi zinto kuba imisebenzi inqabile aphele samkela loo nto funeke yamkele naye abe kule nto yokuncedisa ukunyathelwa kwamalungelo abo angafuni uyazi into yoba xa ndisebenza kule ndawo athini amalungelo am mele uba ngaba ndifumana ntoni nantoni ingakanani isalary endiye ndiyifumane. Nakwi-security kunazo iikhampani that they don't even comply nayo nalo minimum wage, because ufumanisa into yoba ngaba ama-security officer abhatalwa way less than the minimum wage. So zingxaki esijongana
Yeah,
nazo.
sizathu ke sesingibuthe lo mbuto loyo ngenzaba ama-tips ukuthi ukhona lo munye losebenza e-restaurant lothi umqashi wakhe umtshela ukuthi no, they've made so much money ngama-tips kuphela, and leyo mali ama-tips indlula imali ye-salary or i-wage yakhe, so angeke bamnike i-wage but amnika imali ema-tip. Ukuthi loko, is there a violation of a certain labor law la?
Yes, there is a violation because
Okay.
akaka comply with the minimum wage.
Oh,
That
okay.
is why umsebenzi kufuneka eyile SCMA.
Even if leli nani lema-tips lindlula le minimum wage?
For honest reason, at least ungaya ukuthi why ufumana imali engaka, but if ke uyayazi ukuthi arrangement yakho nomqashi, because the
Okay.
very same mqashi angakujikela ngomso.
Okay.
So you need to be protected at all times, so that you don't say because xa ufumene ngomso uzawufumana umqashi wenze kakhulu but athi ku akumislead athi ndenze kancinci. Now you can't argue because you have accepted to breach the correct process.
Okay.
Uyayibona. So kungcono ukuthi stay in the correct lane, even if uyayibona ukuthi ngathi nam ngoku this time it's
Okay.
much bigger than the
Okay.
previous time.
Got you, Advocate Msiza. Let me also bring you into this conversation. So nimvile ke sisilapha noNtombe ukukhuluma ngema-tips nemzaba ukuthi umthetho uthini ngenzaba ngema-tips. Asasikhulume ke the scale of the violations of South African labor laws by most of these employers. Ukuthi ke uhulumende uthini ke ngaloko. Sibonile ke some of the employees are being subjected to long irregular hours, non-payment of wages and extremely low wages which fall below the minimum wage. Ukuthi uhulumende uthini ke ngalenzaba leyo, because uhulumende the government has been seeing this happen.
Yeah, umthetho very clear lapho umsakazi uyasho ukuthi umsebenzi mangabhadalwe futhi akabhadali ngosuku efonta akhokhelwe ngalo, akhokhelwe ku-account yakhe noma akhokhelwe u-cash. Uma ngabe akakhokhelwa ngosuku efonta akhokhelwe ngalo, u-employer only up to 7 days ukuthi amkhokhele kuze sibe nesiqiniseko sokuthi umthetho ulandela ngalo ndlela. And futhi ama-violations abakhona ukuthi mhlawumbe kube nomqashi uthola ukuthi akakhokheli umuntu ngesikhathi, nakhona lokhu i-violation, noma amkhokhela akamkhokheli ngendlela ekufanele in terms of the national minimum wage. The current minimum wage is 30.23 kumele sikusho lokho nge-hour. Ngamagama ihora umuntu wasebenza must be paid to 30.23 and that payment must be complied with. And kuyenzeka ukuthi kube naminye imithetho uthola ukuthi mhlambe i-payment yakhona ingcono kune-national minimum wage, njengama-collective agreement angaba khona laphana kuma-hospitality sector namanye ama-sector. Uma kunjalo-ke kumele kulandelwe leyo salary leyo noma i-wage eku-sector esectoral engcono kune-national minimum wage. Kodwa-ke akunasivumelwano noma i-collective agreement engahle ibe ngaphansi kwe-national minimum wage esinayo. Umthetho osho njalo-ke uye wabuza ukuthi yiwaphi ama-violations akhona. Ama-violations ukuthi abantu basebenze overtime bangakhokhelwa, ama-violations ukuthi basebenze overtime engavunyelwe. Overtime noma ngabe khona ngosuku kufanele ukuthi at least kube u-3 hours noma 10 hours ngeviki. Uma ngabe idlula lokho kusho ukuthi ayisavunyelwa, ayisekho emthethweni, ngoba abasebenzi akufanelanga ukuthi bangabi nesikhathi sokuphumula okuyi-12 hours ngosuku. Ngamagama uma senza isikhathi sokuphumula sibheka nokuthi konje nabanemndeni omele ukuthi baphumule nayo, okumele ukuthi bebe nemisebenzi ethize bele bayenze, nakhona i-violation enjalo siyayibheka. Kanti nama-violations ukuthi uma ngabe usebenze ngeholiday kumele ubhadale u-double pay, ngoba umuntu akasebenzi ngeholiday angabhadalwa ngaleyo ndlela. Lokho kuhlonishwe nalabo bangasebenzi isande, uma sebenze isande bangabhadala i-double pay. And then futhi-ke nama-violations amanye atholakala nakweminye imithetho, njenge-violation ye-occupational health and safety, la uthola ukuthi abantu basebenza la ngaphephile khona kanti kufanele ukuthi kuphephe la basebenza khona. And nakhona futhi kunama-violations we-unemployment insurance ne-compensation fund ukuthi kufanele ukuthi barejistare, badeclare abasebenzi futhi babhadale lokho bakuthethe, bathole ama-deductions bawenze kubasebenzi bawakhokhe laphana eminyangweni wethu. Konke lokho into efanele ukuthi wenziwe.
All right, Advocate Msiza, siyabonga kakhulu kulelo phuzu. Thank you so much for making that point. Let's now pause it right there and take another commercial break. Ungasanyakati, siyabuya khona manje. Leli lungelo lakho. Welcome back everybody. Ungasithumela futhi i-WhatsApp ku-060-844-9857 noma ke usithumele i-email ku-consumer@sabc.co.za or interact with us on our Facebook page. In just a couple of days, South Africa will be joining the world in commemorating Labour Day or International Workers' Month. So namhla ke sikhuluma ngendaba yamalungelo etisebenti ukuthi ke ingabe tisebenti or employers ayawabamba yini amalungelo ebantu nekuthi ke hulumende uthini ke in terms of violations of some of these labor laws. Now sisinontobeko asisikhulume ke ngendaba yema contract workers ikakhulukati ke just given the rise of the gig economy la eSouth Africa kunana kuthiwa ke ima freelancers maybe freelancers iyavumelana nemcasho wakhe ukuthi utawusebenza beyond the stipulated working 8 hours, maybe aseseke 8 hours a day, ukuthi yena utawukhona kusebenza 15 hours, maybe 18 hours or whatever the case may be ngoba ngisenayo le energy, ukuthi umthetho uthini ke nangabe kunekuvumelana between sisebenzi nemcasho wakhe.
Umthetho awuzoma phakathi komsebenzi ne-employee, but kubalekile into bangaba nobabini nibe protected kule arrangement niyenza ukuthi kodwa ke one, if we are willing ukusebenza beyond, it means it's an overtime. Kodwa if uthi hayi mna ndifuna usebenzela nje mhlambe it's part of also gaining an experience for wena you can work beyond the normal hours. It's important ukuthi ningene into a contractual agreement so that tomorrow it does not put you in trouble okanye it puts umqashi in trouble because if it becomes a dispute izawuthetha ukuthi ngoku it's your word against his word umqashi. And disputes, I always say disputes are very expensive and tedious because izawuthetha ukuthi ngoku go to CCMA, and in the event you are not happy with the CCMA kune court ke ngokwezintathu ofuneka uye kuzo. It will be the Labour Court, it will be the Labour Appeal Court until the Constitutional Court. Kanti if bangaba beninayo i-arrangement ethi mhlambe for this month, because i-gig economy, my understanding that okwangoku ke sakwenza umzekelo with the gig economy, but we are not saying limited to it. Yes. It can be beyond. Right. Gig, some sectors they can be a peak. So maybe because kunale peak, let's say there is a conference and you believe that you can work beyond, that is just for that period. You enter into a contractual agreement as to I'm willing to come at 4, I can be given a transport, or this is how the umqashi will meet me halfway, not in a monetary way. Mhlambe any other way umqashi anokuncedisa ngayo because naye, and it's a win-win situation. Yes. You win, nomqashi uyawina. So those are arrangements, are not arrangements that we can put a barrier. You can engage with your umqashi as long as but it is within the law and it is protecting nina nobabili. So
uma ke kukhona kungavumelani ke emkhatsini kwesisebenzi nemcashi, and then ke sisebenzi simixa umcashi enkantolo eLabour Court noma ke iCCMA, just how prevalent is it ukuthi sibone umcashi angasaveli eCCMA noma ke eLabour Court?
Kuyenzeka kakhulu at many times ukuthi xa umsebenzi efake icase at CCMA umqashi angaveli, abanye ke they will cite many reasons ukuthi andivelanga because xa ufile icase uye kufuneke into bangaba you serve umqashi. Yes. Then uCCMA umserva somsevile umqashi as a proof yobangaba ndimthumelele umqashi. Awuqali ngoCCMA, uqala ngomqashi, then uCCMA umserva iproof yobangaba nomqashi is aware. Then CCMA will use the information to set out a date. Mayiseta idate uCCMA, if umqashi akavelanga kuzofuneka phinde and give another date, a set down date, so that with the traceable now references ezibonisa into bangaba kufanele bangaba ngemini ethile uhleli apha. Kodwa if akaveli, yes, then there is something called the default judgment. Okay. uCCMA uyaqhubekeka necase ngoba uzabe before ahlale necase uzabe satisfied ukuthi all means of communication have been exhausted, so lo mqashi nje such that akafuni ukuba lapha akazidibananga nalento.
Lokusho icase itaqhubeka ngaphandle komqashi.
Yes, iyaqhubekeka ngaphandle komqashi. Then xa iphumayo the award is called the default judgment because akakho apha, then you present your case alone engekho ke ngokuyena umqashi.
Okay.
Ayistop ukuthi case ayizoqhubekeka.
Okay. Yes. And then ke nangabe i-court order seyiphumile noma ke i-judgment seyiphumile tsite kuthi ke umqashi akabhadale sisebenzi ke, and then umqashi athi yena sola akakhona ukubhadala, what then happens? Ithini ke i-recourse lapho?
That's when then kuyiwe kwi-court so that i-court ikwazi ukufumana into bangaba ku-attachwe the assets anazo ukwenzela azokwazi ukubhatala umqashi, because awukwazi ukunga-attend case ubuye ungakwazi ukubhatala. Izabe seyine-indications ezininzi uba ngaba it's either you are a person who does not respect the law, because xa ubuse-CCMA you could have even argued your challenges or satisfy the commissioner uba ngaba these are your masithi mhlambe sithetha ngendaba yemali ndikuthatha ndikuse-CCMA on the basis uba ngaba awundibhatelanga. Awukwazi ukuthi sowungayanga e-CCMA uphinde uthi xa kuphuma i-award e-CCMA ubuye uthi awunayo imali, kodwa awukwazanga yojustifya izizathu zakho zokuba kutheni ungandibhatali and satisfy the commissioner. So ithetha ukuthi loo nto leyo ungumntu ke ngoku ongenayo i-respect with the rules of law, funa uzioperatela nje. Ayiyo ne-freeway ngoba ne-freeway banazo rules of law.
Absolutely. Now, Advocate Msiza, let me also bring you in. Ingabe lapha ke from a government perspective, uthini ke hulumende in cases where umqashi akasafuni ukucomplya ne-judgment as CCMA noma ke i-Labour Court order? Advocate Msiza, can you hear me? All right, we seem to have a problem connecting with Advocate Msiza. He's the acting chief director at the Department of Employment and Labour. We'll try to re-establish connection with him in just a moment. Now, okay, asasikhulume ke sislapha ukuthi nangabe kune violation thide between umqashi nesisebenzi, kumele ngiye kuphi icala as isisebenzi? Kumele ngiye i-CCMA noma ngiye e-Labour Court noma nje vele ngiye straight e-High Court?
Xa kune violation masenze umzekelo ngokuthi akakubhatelanga umqashi. I-contract nine-contractual obligation. I-contract yamqashi ithi at the end of the month ndiyakubhatala, mhlawumbi inyanga iphela nge-30, nge-28 okanye nge-31st, whatever day, whichever day, as long as the end of the month ndiyakubhatala. Kufikela mina umqashi akakubhatali. Step number 1 kufuneka usenzile wena. Okokuqala funeka ufumene i-payslip. I-payslip yakho it should not be akufunekanga uyifumane less than 5 days. Ukwazi uzosibona noba ngaba uzawuma kanjani. Awayifumana i-payslip ngo-step number 1. Step number 2 ayiveli isalary. Xa ingavelanga isalary yakho kukho lento kuthiwa yi-pay query. Ikhampani nekhampani fanele uba ngaba inayo la provision yoba uhambe uye kwi-HR uyofaka i-pay query into yoba imali yakho awuyifumenanga. Sithini isizathu? Mhlambe because singakhona isizathu soba mhlambe let's say ubudrive imoto yomqashi and umqashi wakupenalize excess because of the accident. Masithi masenze umzekelo. But ngoku kule case awuyazi what happened, you just did not get your salary. So kufuneka uyofaka i-pay query. After i-pay query if uyabona banikeza i-time frame. So ufika uthi nizofuna nizofaka i-pay query. Ngicela imali yami ndizoqonda imali yami why ingangenanga. Can I get an understanding what happened within 8 hours or 12 hours? Failure to that, ndiyayiripota to i-union yam. After ubona uba umqashi akaphendulanga ukuthi why i-salary zakho zingangenanga, uyahamba ke ngoku uya kwi-union xa une-union. Xa ungena-union ithetha ukuthi ke ngoku yi-case yase-CCMA. Kodwa ke manditsho into yoba ngaba u-CCMA naye is getting worried with these cases. When I had some engagement with some commissioners at the CCMA ukuthi niyazifumana na i-case of ungabhatala kwe-salary, because as trade unions we're supposed to be the first to intervene. Those are the cases that are frustrating most commissioners because they've got too much backlog. And to their indication is that cases zomntu osebenzileyo who is obviously has to be paid are frustrating at the CCMA, because I mean if you expected me to be on duty, my expectations are the same like you ukuthi xa ubuni-expecting be on duty, I'm expecting my salary. So it sends nje backlog unnecessary at the CCMA. But they do penalize, commissioners they do penalize employers who fail to pay workers their salaries on time.
Okay, asishiye lapho ke mbukeli sithi ke shelele ngasetitolo hlala kanye nathi leli lungelo lakho. Siyabuya khona manje. Don't go away. Siyakumela futhi ngibukele ungasithumela ke iWhatsApp ku 0608449857 and I need to mention ukuthi ke we have an overwhelming response to this particular topic, especially from workers. Kepha ke tincingo tethu ngathi tinenginganyana lencane. Kepha kwanyalo ke ungasithumela ke i-message ku Facebook na ku WhatsApp. The number is still on your screen 0608449857, or alternatively you can post your message or your suggestions or your questions on our Facebook page right now. We'll be taking some of your Facebook messages in just a moment, and as well as your WhatsApp messages in a moment. But for now, let's cross back to Cape Town, where our guest, the acting chief director in the Department of Employment and Labour, is stationed. We have Advocate Msiza. Now, Advocate, from a government perspective, ingabe ke uthini hulumende in cases where umqashi akasafuni ke kucomplya ne-judgment ye Labour Court noma ke i-court order ye Labour Court noma ke i-CCMA, kuthi ke hulumende uthini ke lapho? Is there a role that government can play in enforcing the employer to comply?
Yeah, mhlamba ngicacise ukuthi from the beginning nje uma ngabe umuntu akathola ngisalary yakhe noma iwage yakhe angenza inquiry lomqashi noma ngaya ku union yakho uma ngabe une union njengoba ashilo usisi. But the most powerful way uku-approach umnyango wethu ngoba i-labor inspector inamandla ukuthi issue compliance order ukuthi iphoqe umqashi ukuthi makakhokhelwe lo muntu lo ngakakhokhelwa. Kuzothi ke uma ngabe lokho akakwenza umqashi bese sithatha le case ngokwethu si-Department of Employment and Labour noma simnyango wabasebenzi sihambise kwa-CCMA la sothola khona i-award against that employer. Then uma ngabe u-employer akalandelanga lo award, ithina futhi okufanele ukuthi sithathe lo award sise kuma-sheriff senze lento esithi writ of execution. Ngamagama sinamandla ukuthi sidlulisele phambili ukuthi ba-execute ngoba i-award yakwa-CCMA ilingana nje ne-court order. Ngamagama singakwazi uyi-enforcer kudayiswe impahla yalomqashi kuze kukhokhelwe abasebenzi. Nakhona kuma ngabe lo mqashi uye wenza i-rescission waya ku-Labour Court, siyakwazi ukuthi umnyango wezabasebenzi siyidefende lo rescission uphendula umbuzo wakho ngaphandle kokuthi umqashi umsebenzi akhiphe anything. Siyenza for free, ama-services wethu are for free, so we'll take it up to the level la si-enforcer khona at that level. But ikamazona ukuthi uma ngabe umsebenzi uzihambisele yena noma uhambe ne-union yakhe ba-approach u-CCMA bese umqashi akafuni u-comply with award ye-CCMA, ngoba kuzabe engahambiswanga i-Department of Employment and Labour, ileyo union efanele ukuthi iqhubeke nayo yenze i-writ of execution noma i-take over up to the level of the Labour Court. So kuyanokuthi law course of action iqale kuphi. Ungabe iqale ngakithi umsebenzi uze ngakithi wazocomplain kwa-department, thina soyithatha nje throughout until athole imali yakhe. Uye wabuza umbuzo wathi kwenzeka kanjani uma ngabe ngathiwa no umqashi u-insolvent. Nakhona kumthetho ku-very clear ukuthi kunama-concurrent creditors, kunama-preferent creditors, and then kunama-secured creditors. Umsebenzi uba i-preferent creditor, uba u-creditor number 2, okusho ukuthi ngamagama uma ngabe kudliwa impahla yomqashi, whatever that is it's secured, esibiza ukuthi is a residue. Ngamagama siyabhekelela ukuthi nomsebenzi ahlomule kuyo so that athole imali yakhe angalahlelwa ngowamqashi uye waba insolvent. Ngicabanga ukuthi iphendulekile lo mbuzo.
Loud and clear. Yini ke i-proof noma ke i-evidence noma ke ama-documents lekumele ukuthi ungapresente uma ngiloja i-complaint?
Uma ulonja i-complaint kufuneka i-document eyodwa kuphela, i-identity yakho. Ngamagama ungeza ne-ID document ukuze sibone ukuthi ngempela ubhuti Simphiwe lona oloja i-complaint, and then ungasho kuma ngabe unabo obunye ufakazi ngaphandle kwaloko njenge-pay slip, mhlawumbe uloja ukuthi kube ne-deduction engekho emthethweni, noma uloja ukuthi cha mina ngisebenzi lapha nangikhokhelwanga kodwa ufakazi anginabo. Umthetho ku-very clear ukuthi ufakazi kumele phathwe employer in terms of section 31 ye-Basic Conditions of Employment Act. Wena nje ufanele ukuthi wenze i-allegation yokuthi awukhokhelwanga. Uma ngabe mhlawumbe ukhokhelwa kwa-account ungeza ne-proof ukuthi niyabona nala ku-account imali ayingenanga, but akusho ukuthi uma ungana-proof unephutha. Ngamagama umthetho uyakuvuna-ke lapha ukuthi umuntu ophatha ama-documents onke nomele ukuthi akuneze ama-payslip, nophatha ama-attendance register, nophatha ama-clocking systems nani konke, umqashi ngamagama akhe umqashi ufanele ukuthi approve ukuthi ngabe lokho kusho ukuthi awukhokhelwanga kuyiqiniso yini, bese approve ukuthi cha akulona iqiniso ukhokhelwe ngendlela esoba satisfied Department of Employment and Labour ukuthi ngamagama uqiniseke ukuthi ukhokhelwe. Kodwa uma ngabe akunafakazi bokuthi ukhokhelwe ngamagama sizokhipha i-compliance order siphoqe umqashi ukuthi makakukhokhele njengoba ungakhokhelwanga futhi ingekho ufakazi bokuthi ukhokhelwe ngamagama. Into esifuna kuwena kuphela nje i-prove your identity document yakho.
Bufakazi ingcikithi yale discussion yethu lapha ukuthi ke uma tisebenti tivikelekile yini ngekwemthetho nangabe ke kude i-contract, if for instance there's a verbal contract, just how protected are they?
I-common law is very clear ukuthi i-contract ingabhalwa phansi lekwesibiza ukuthi written contract noma i-contract ingaba nje isivumelwano nje ngomlomo nakhona lo contract le isesemthethweni na kwesinye isikhathi it's even implied umthetho uyafurther to say the contract may be implied ngamagama ayibhalwa ngaphansi futhi akuvumelana ngekwacaca ukuthi lo muntu lona uqashiwe kodwa nje unikezwe umsebenzi ukuthi hawu ngabamba lana ngendlela othola ukuthi ayicacanga kahle kodwa uma ngabe lokho kwenziwe ngamagama singathatha isinqumo sokuthi cha lo muntu lona uqashiwe bese makabhadalwe. Kanti kumthetho kuyasho ukuthi ke lapha ku section 29 ye-BCA kungcono kakhulu uma ngaba kuba nama written particulars of employment ngamagama i-contract iba ngcono kakhulu uma ngabe ibhalwe phansi kodwa uma ngabe ayibhalwanga phansi siyasibona ukuthi akulona icala lomsebenzi ukuthi i-contract ayibhalwa ngaphansi icala lomqashi ngakhona ke leyo contract leyo isesemthethweni noma ngabe ayibhalangwa isesemthethweni noma ngabe it's by implication, it's not clearly pronounced to say kune contract.
Sebenzi ke yini lesingakusebenzisa as evidence ukuthi vele ngiqashiwe kepha ke contract ayikho?
Ungasho ukuthi usebenzile lapho uma ngabe usebenzile lapho kunofakazi ukuthi usebenzile ngempela ubuqashiwe. Uma ngabe bewuhola phambi kwaloko bewubhadalwa for umsebenzi waloko namhlanje udecide ungakubhadali kuyabonakala ukuthi vele uqashiwe lapho ke noma ngabe akaze nje akubhadale kodwa kunofakazi singenza lokho sibiza investigation nge-labor inspector ukuthi abone ukuthi ngempela usebenzile lapho kube nofakazi obutholakala ukuthi usebenzile lokho noma ngabe lo fakazi aveli ngakuwe kodwa beyatholakala ku-investigation yethu yebo sizosho ukuthi uqashiwe ngamagama ke kumele appruvena ukuthi bungaqashwanga. Uma ngabe wenza umsebenzi lapho umthetho uyamphoqa ukuthi makakubhadale ngoba it's either you are permitted or required. Kufanele ukuthi certify one of the two. If you are not required, but by giving a permission yokuthi wenza umsebenzi lapho that is a form of employment. It's clear proof yokuthi busebenza lapho.
All right, Siyabonga kakhulu Kulelo Phuzu. We'll leave it right there. We'll continue our conversation in just a moment. And please note that we'll be taking your Facebook and WhatsApp messages shortly after this break. For now, let's take a very, very last ad break. We'll be right back. Leli Lungelo Lakho. Final segment sakuba futhi nenzaba yethu emalungelo etisebenzi in just a couple of days. South Africa will be joining the world in commemorating Workers' Day and Workers' Month. Now, Nontobeko, Ingabe, at what point, maybe if you could indulge me here, at what point should I, as an employer, start taking action? Nangabege umqashi wami uthi, guys, I won't be able to pay you this month. I'll pay you at the end of next month. Should I start taking action immediately? Noma ke ngimela lo next month wemqashi ngoba phela I'm trying to protect my relationship nemqashi.
Once there is a contractual agreement, your relationship is already protected. But masithi ke kuba ke umqashi yenzile courtesy of indicating a financial crisis abhekene nayo. And unethemba lobanga but the next month things will be better. It is important ukuthi yonke lento ayichoyo nihlale phansi and have an agreement on understanding. Nibeka into writing as an agreement. But kubalekile noba uthathe step immediately. So ba awubhadelwanga because there are responsibility for umsebenzi. Akakho umsebenzi osebenza just to wake up and be at work. Usebenza because you've got responsibilities. So kufuneka ke ngoku kule ubanga banithi thina hayi siyavumelana sakumlinda umqashi. Kubekho izinto enizijongayo because at all times kufuneka nizame ukuprotecta the future dispute.
Yes.
Because whatever you do, you must always protect the future disputes. And future disputes, they need a proof. So if you enter into that arrangement in it, I see, I understand, by the way, this thing, maybe he just encountered a crisis. So it's important to try and have an agreement again, of which unions are in, because now it's a relationship between umqashi and the employees.
And speaking of that, yini kumsebenzi wenyunyane lo njenge-SAFTU ke kule hlangothi leli in terms of protecting workers' rights?
Umsebenzi we-union is to make sure that at any time umsebenzi esebenzile gets to be remunerated according to umsebenzi awenzileyo.
Okay.
So that's why for a union, it's something that we cannot understand. Kodwa ke as a union, we also protect the relationship because we are always the third parties. If disenza umzekelo bangaba uthi umbuzo wakho, if thina siyam understand umqashi uba is facing a financial crisis and uthi uzasibhatala next month sithini, if ni right si right ke nathi si union. Kodwa if niza kuthi thina sizanixelela into bangaba wrong, you need to be paid for what you have worked for. Okay. Because you've got a transport that you must take care of.
Oh, yes.
You've got a school fees that you need to pay. You've got arrears that you might accumulate. You've got a rent you have to pay. You've got a household. Debit orders that makes your bank in mess. Creditors, it will look very bad for your credit. Tomorrow you want to buy something, when they look at your bank, they realize you don't honor your debit orders. It becomes a problem to you as a person. So that is why we try and protect these things for workers.
Okay, now, Dr. Well, Advocate Msiza, singakalugqogqothe lihlelo ke yini ke imaphutha noma ke mistakes most of the workers make in in claiming for unpaid wages?
Yeah, most of the workers think that the agreements that they would have with the employer would suffice, like the example that we just gave now, to say that the worker would agree with the employer to say no, we agree that will pay us the following month. And the law is very clear to say labor inspector is empowered to nullify such agreements that are not in accordance with the law. Umthetho clear ukuthi kufanele ubhatalwe ngelanga obhatalwa ngalo, uma ngaba ukhokhelwa ngalo lo suku, the maximum is 7 days that you must be paid. If there's an agreement ukuthi uzobhatalwa the following month, the labor inspector can nullify that agreement and issue a compliance order against that employer ukuthi makakubhatale within a period stipulated by the labor inspector. And the law kufanele ukuthi kulandelwe. So kufanele ukuthi bazi abasebenzi ukuthi mhlambe based on the position i-relationship yabo nomqashi, which is on a weaker position njengoba abasebenzi, they must understand ukuthi umthetho wa-Department of Employment and Labour uyabavikela, nakhona uleya down ama-minimum requirements ekufana nokuthi ngeke nize nivumelane ukuthi mina ngiyavuma ukuthi ngisebenze below the national minimum wage, mina ngiyavuma ukuthi ngisebenze Sunday ngingakhokhelwa, mina ngiyavuma ukuthi ngisebenze ngeholide ngingatholi double pay, ngeke ukwazi ukwenza lokho. So amaphutha abasebenzi abaningi baye bacabanga ukuthi bangawenza lawo, kanti uma singawathola we are bound to reverse lawo maphutha lawo, senze sure ukuthi the social justice ehambelana nomthetho ngendlela ume ngayo.
All right, Advocate, great chatting to you. Sabonga kakhulu ke kulelo phuzu. Siphinde sibonga kanye nawe ke sinoNtombeko kuhlangela kanye naso kuze kube manje. Thank you so much for joining us. Banyore ke mbukeli sesifike maphethelweni ehlelo lethu namhla ke ngitsabonga ivakashi lethu ngesikhathi sitabo. Ngithanza bonga kanye nani babukele ngekuba nathi kuze kube manje sithanza kuxolisa kakhulu ke ekutheni ke asikakhona ukuthatha incingo tethu. Our lines were overwhelmed with some of your messages and calls. We do apologize because of the technical problems that we've encountered. Asihlangane futhi ke evikini elitako lapho sithambe silisela ngelenye indzaba etawuthinza nine emalungelo eni njengabathengi. From me Simphiwe Ngongwane and the rest of the team sithi nginsale kahle, wishing you all a great week ahead. Cheers.
Hallelujah.